What is the best top 1 in Geometry Dash? Is a sentence that will probably cause World War III. But you know what? Screw it. Here's ranking every top 1 in Geometry Dash. Now there are going to be some ground rules. This is not going to be including demons before ICDX, because let's be honest, all of them would be in F tier. And the second thing is, I'm going to be ranking these levels based on 4 things: decoration, iconicism, whether it feels like a top 1, and the song. And also, this is my opinion. So don't be a brain dead cretin in the comment section, please. Without further ado, let's get into it. So out of 28 top 1s, which one is the absolute worst? Stalemate Redux by Tatactic and... Who the fuck is Frozen Tide? Anyways, Stalemate Redux. The reason why this level is at the bottom is because it fails at many things. First of all, I don't even know how this got top 1. It was like top 1 for a day, I think, which is actually pretty hilarious. However, the problem with Stalemate Redux is that it fails at the thing it's trying to do, which is be a remake of Stalemate from 1.9, which is obviously a problem, because if you're trying to be a remake, you have to be good. Otherwise, the level's gonna be even worse. Stalemate Redux is nor good nor faithful to the original Stalemate at all. The original Stalemate was colorful, interesting, and still intimidating. However, Stalemate Redux just added more black and like just removed all the personality from the original just to make it more intimidating, which is why it sucks as a level. It's just a failure on all fronts, as a level and a top 1. Decoration is very mediocre. It's not really iconic. Despite it trying to be intimidating, it doesn't really feel like a top 1 at all. And its song choice is decent. It's Stalemate. Of course, it's gonna be okay. But overall, the only thing that I really enjoy from this level is just that like ball memory part. Other than that, the level just sucks. Here's the score, and let's just move on. Theory of Darkness by Koopy. I generally did not know that this level existed before I started to research for this video. And it's pretty obvious why, because this level is extremely forgettable. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad level. For 1.9 style, it's actually pretty good. And this was also the first demon to somewhat dethrone Bloodbath, though unfortunately the level was hacked, so yeah. This level doesn't feel like a top 1 either. It's just a random 1.9 extreme demon, really. Decoration is really the only thing that we can just go off of here. I mean, it's okay, it's better than Stalemate Redux, but as a top 1, it doesn't really score all that high. So here's the score, I guess. Future Demoness by Majako. Some of you probably expect this level to get higher on the list, and yeah, I want it to be higher on the list as well, but we're not just ranking these levels as levels, we're ranking them as top 1s. So unfortunately, Future Demoness had to be this low. The decoration, even in 2.2 standards, is still really good, which makes this all the more unfortunate that it's not higher on the list. Majako is a really underrated creator. The one thing that I really hate about this level is the ending. It's like just 10 seconds of nothing with like just one single spike. Other than that, the level's overall really perfect. Anyways, here's the score. Unnerved Fexty by Spectro. The reason why it's above Future Demoness is, for these categories, Fexty is just better. The decoration is not as good as Future Demoness, but in all other categories, Fexty wins. It's more iconic, the top 1 feeling is the same, and the song is way better. So yeah, Future Demoness and Fexty are around the same tier. It's just a matter of preference between these two. Anyways, here's the score. Now, to some people, this is going to be way too high, and to some people, it's going to be way too low. Avernus Spike. Sorry, I mean Pak Windfish. Everyone and their mother hates this level due to fixed hitboxes and the level just being unpolished. Now for the fixed hitboxes argument, you could just say that, oh, they're top players, that they're supposed to adapt to this. However, for some reason the level's only in one layer, and the hosts, wanting to shield themselves from the criticism, decide to fucking create an alt count and just make a host from that. Like, why would you do that? Avernus is an iconic level, yes, but it's iconic for all the wrong reasons. There's no soul to this level, it just feels like a cash grab. It would have worked better if it was just like Tartarus difficulty instead of it being in the top 5. And also this was a little false top 1. Now I don't hate Avernus, I think it's an okay level. But the controversy really put a sour taste in people's mouths because the host was just a dumbass. Anyways, here's the score.
I just beat Avernus right now! I'm not even lying! I actually just verified Avernus. Like, unironically, I verified.
Athanatos by Sanity. Yet another hack top 1. We missed this, don't we? I mean, Athanatos is an okay level. The parts that aren't just full-blown scale red are somewhat decent. It is somewhat iconic, and the level actually feels like a top 1. Overall, Athanatos is an okay level and a fine top 1. However, that's just it for this level. It's just okay. Anyways, here's the score. Ice Carbon Diablo X by Roadbows. I'm pretty sure we all know this level, right? The level that made Riot really famous. Despite it being really iconic, however, the level is not really all that great. I mean, it was made in 1.6, so the decoration is expected to be bad with any of the other levels. I still think it's decent for the standards back then, so I decided to put it above Fear of Darkness because it's more iconic and is just overall better. It doesn't really feel like a top 1 either. I mean, there is some feeling of it due to its awkward gameplay, but yeah, it doesn't feel like a top 1 much either. Here's the score.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah!
Firework. This is probably the most controversial picking on this list, because as we know, a lot of people love this level. I just never saw the appeal to it, man. Like, levels that goes fine, but it has no theme or soul into it. Yeah, it's iconic, I guess. It doesn't really have the feeling of a top 1, and the song is decent. However, Firework is one of the most overrated levels in my opinion. However, it is unfortunate that it was like top 1 for like 18 seconds because of Space UK hacking. Anyways, here's the score. Beast of Darkness by Xen. Oh, Beast of Darkness. What do I say about this level? This could be considered the level of all time, because it's just not really all that interesting. Echo is fine for most of it. It does have some pretty good theming. I'd say it's pretty iconic, and it actually does make you feel like you're in top 1. And the song is not half bad either. However, AOD is just not all that interesting. There's a reason why people prefer Slaughterhouse to AOD, and it's because Slaughterhouse is just more interesting. That's literally it. AOD is just not an interesting level. Anyways, here's the score.
I fucking verified AOD! Oh my god, yes! Oh! What?
Sakuban Circles by Diamond Pizza. A lot of people are going to say that this is too high, but to be honest, I really like this level. To me, the deco looks really good. It's an iconic level, and it's overall just not a bad top 1. Sakuban Circles will always be a guilty pleasure of mine. Anyways, here's the score.
I verified the Coupon circles! What?!
Sakubin Hell by Trusta. I mean, let's be honest, this level's completely carried by its iconicism and its top 1 feeling. Because the deco, let's be honest, sucks ass. I wasn't sure if I would put Sakubin Circles or Sakubin Hell above each other, but overall, Sakubin Hell has the feeling of a top 1 more, so I just decided to put it above Sakubin Circles. This level is just iconic for its history. Anyways, here's a score.
Yes! I beat it! I beat it!
Erebus by Boltstep. The first level in the RGB trilogy. And let's be honest, Erebus is not that great. I mean, it's iconic and it does feel like a top 1, but that's the problem. That's really the only thing it has going for it. It doesn't really have good deco, the song is very mid, and really that's about it. It's just a mid level. Here's the score. Crimson Planet by True Omega. Probably the most underrated top 1 of all time. As a top 1, it's actually extremely intimidating and gets the feeling of being a top 1. The iconicism is there and the deco is decent. Overall, I like Crimson Planet. While it's not the best top 1, it does have its charm. Anyways, here's a score.
Oh my god, I did it! Oh, I did it! No way! Oh, dude, I did it! Oh my god!
First of all, before I review this level, I have to warn you that this level fucking sucks. Because I literally almost lost it while trying to record this shit. Why is the gameplay so bad in this level? The level I'm talking about is Unnerved Phobos by Tigrisek. Look, if we include gameplay in this would probably be near the bottom. Because dare I say, the first half is actually not that awful. But then you have dumb shit like Tigrisek and Icarus parts. Oh, and we can't forget about the Sean UFO. Also, I don't care if this replay is terrible. This level's gameplay is ass anyways. I mean, it's like Unnerved Phobos. We all know this level. I don't think I need to showcase this. Let's just give it a score and move on. Digital Descent by Viprin. I find it funny how this level went from being one of the most loved levels in the game to now being hated by many. Now, is that hate deserved? No, it's not. This level has some of the best decoration that I've ever seen in my life. Now, I can't speak on gameplay because my heart says Cataclysm, but Digital Descent, in my opinion, is pretty good. Deco is pretty good, it's pretty iconic, and it has a great song. The problem is, it doesn't really have a top 1 feeling on it. Other than that, however, Digital Descent is a pretty good level. You know what I'm gonna say? Here's the score. The Golden by Bo. One of the most iconic levels of all time, and for good reason. I mean, come on, you can easily understand the theme and soul from this level. And it actually worked out as a top 1. The whip being above Tartarus for like 2 months is kinda stupid, because like, no, Golden's not harder than the Tartarus, it never was. And Switch literally said that himself, but the list just disagreed with him and just put it above Tartarus. But whatever, I'm not here to judge. Overall, the Golden's a really good level. It's got good decoration, good theming, good top 1 feeling. It's pretty iconic and it's got a good song. It just checks out on everything. Honestly, I don't even know what to say because the Golden just says everything itself. Here's the score, you guys.
I verified the golden, let's go. Finally.
Platypus Finale by Smokes. The level that was quote-unquote harder than Bloodlust has recently fallen off the list entirely, which is honestly tragic, man. PPF was such a good level. To see it leave the list hurts. Anyways, PPF is an overall pretty good level. Decoration is solid, it's pretty iconic. It doesn't necessarily have that top 1 feeling. However, other than that, really, PPF is a solid top 1. Is it better than the Golden? That's up for debate. I personally think they're around equal. Anyways, here's the score. Cataclysm by G-Boy, one of the most legendary levels of all time. At the time it released, known as a top 1, is now considered a beginner extreme demon. Also, I don't care if this is new Cataclysm, I'm still gonna put this footage right here. Anyways, Cata as a top 1 is really good. The decoration is still solid. It's one of the most iconic levels of all time. It feels as a top 1. And I mean, the song is at the speed of light, like, what do you want? It's basically the top 1 song. It's one of the most legendary levels of all time, and to be honest, it doesn't deserve the bad rep it gets nowadays. Here's the score. Tidal Wave by Oilink. The most recent top 1 actually. And I mean, it's pretty good. It has some good deco. Pretty iconic due to the controversy. And despite it being a beach top 1 and being very upbeat, it still manages to feel like a top 1. Oh, we can't forget about Shears VIP. Overall, Tidal Wave doesn't do anything wrong. It's a great top 1, does nothing wrong. It's just a great level overall as well. Here's the score.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Sonic Wave. Who could forget about this level? This is definitely in the top 5 most iconic levels list. So yeah, it already wins in terms of iconicism. Its song is also really good. And does it feel like a top 1? Yes. Doesn't have the same feeling of something like Bloodbath as a top 1, but it still feels like one. So you might be asking, why is this in number 10? Well, it's because the deco is just 9 circle style. I mean, it was 1.9, so yeah, it's understandable. But it's like, if you compare this to something like Bloodbath, the decoration just falls flat. Anyways, here's the score. Acheron by Riemu, the true final top 1 of 2.1, and it wasn't even that bad. Despite the gameplay of it just being a nightmare, Acheron genuinely feels like an actual top 1. If I had to describe Acheron, however, it's just that it's a worse Tartarus, and that's the problem. Tartarus was iconic, it was a challenge for years. However, Acheron, despite it being a sequel to Tartarus, it doesn't have that. Tartarus was a challenge for many years, and when it was finally beaten by Dolphy, it was one of the best days for the demon list. However, due to the top 1 fatigue before Acheron, Acheron just doesn't really have much iconicism compared to Tartarus. However, even with that, Acheron is still a really good top 1. It has the feeling of a top 1, it is iconic, deco is decent, and the song is really good. Also, Riemu, not cool, man. Anyways, here's the score.
I verified Acheron! I verified Acheron! What? What? I verified Acheron! I verified Acheron!
Zodiac by Bionox. The most non-top 1 like top 1 we've had. I would say if you ask someone if they thought this was top 1, they would say no, probably not. Which is what's so beautiful about this. Now, normally I would give the top 1 feeling a score like a 1 out of 25. However, the top 1 feeling comes from its excruciating length. This level is long as fuck, which makes you even more nervous as you get further into the level. And that's what's so great about this level. It doesn't try to be an intimidating top 1, it just tries to be a level. And even though it doesn't try to be a top 1, it still feels like one due to its length. And it's rare as a top 1 due to it being so different. Also, I still have no idea how Xander managed to speed hack this. Like, it genuinely looked like the video was completely legit. Here's the score.
I beat it! Oh my god!
Yay!
Oh my god, I beat Zodiac! Holy crap!
Beat it!
No way! No way! No way! I just beat Zodiac! Holy! Oh my god! No way! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my...
Artificial Ascent by Viperin. One of the best levels of all time. As a level and a top 1. The decoration is just absolutely incredible. And the fact that it was done in 2.0 is just... What? That's right, this level was done in 2.0. Back when you had shit like Erebus. This level will always be one of the greatest levels of all time. And it absolutely deserves to be up this high. Here's the score. Yatagarasu by Trusta. The bird demon, some might say. I mean, really, this is the only place it could be on. Because let's be honest, this is the best top 1 from 2.0 and the RGB trilogy. It's one of the most iconic levels, and it's a really good hell level. So why isn't it number 1? Well, there's just 4 different better top 1s better than it. That's it. That's literally it. They're more iconic and more top 1 feeling, which is why we have Yata at number 5. This level is really good. It's got great deco, it's very iconic, it's got pretty good top 1 feels, and the song is decent. Here's the score.
Yeah! Yes! Yes!
For this spot, I had a real difficult time, because deadass all 4 of these levels could go on number 1. Now, 99% of people are going to say that I'm probably finna go to hell anyway. So, at number 4 we have...
Let's play football.
Do I even have to talk about Slaughterhouse? It's one of the most legendary top 1s of all time. And also, new gens are practically based around Slaughterhouse. The level's got good deco, it's basically reigning with iconicism, it's the most top 1 feeling top 1, and the song is just great. Slaughterhouse will always be one of the greatest top 1s of all time, and it would have been even better if Space 2K didn't fucking hack it. Here's the score. Tartarus by Dolphy. I mean, we all knew it was gonna be the top 5 because it's one of the most legendary top 1s in history. The day the level was made public, the day it was verified. Tartarus is just Tartarus. It's a Riot top 1 and it does its job very well. I don't know what else to say. Here's the score.
Да! Я прошел! Я прошел! Я прошел карт!
We are now down to the last 2 levels. And if you've been paying attention, you know what those 2 levels are. Well, frankly, I don't care. And our number 2 spot is... Bloodbath by Riot. I mean, it's basically the most iconic level in Geometry Dash history aside from like Stereo Madness, because it was during the Riot versus Cyclic era. This level has rich history, from Riot's rivalry against Cyclic, the Rob Top power memes, to the time where this level for some reason got insane 10 stars and got hacked by Anaban. This level really had it all. And for 1.9 star, the deco still holds up. It's one of the most top 1 feeling top 1s we ever had, only being behind Slaughterhouse in the next spot. And the song works better for this. Oh, can I just mention, what the fuck is this botting, bro? What is this? Can you believe that this isn't even in the top 500 demons anymore? Yeah, what? Bloodbath will always be a gem to the GD community, and it will always be the most iconic extreme demon of all time. Here's the score.
Oh my god!
We went from dog shit stuff like Stalemate Redux to absolute peak known as Bloodbath. However, there's still one thing, the #1 spot, and that title belongs to... Bloodlust by Nobleboy. Did you really expect anything else? I mean, like, come on, it's Bloodlust. It has great deco, it's iconic, it feels like a top 1, and it's just perfect. Bloodlust is the best top 1 of all time. Everything I said about Bloodbath applies to here. Now, some other things I want to mention is the Crazing controversy. And man, we really dodged a bullet there. So another thing is that the deco is somewhat messy, especially in Max's parts. But the deco is still really good. Bloodlust is the best top 1 of all time, and I don't really need to explain why. It's the final time I'm going to say this. Here's the score. And that was the video. I know this list is probably gonna get me assassinated, but to be honest, I feel like this list is pretty accurate and it works. If you have any opinions that you want to share, let me know in the comments, and have a great day.